I've been trying to film this video now for like 2 hours, okay? And it's just not been working out for me, okay? Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you know me from Instagram and you're here from there, hi, and let me be the first to say thank you so much for following me on there, for giving me all the support that you guys have given me, continue to give me. You guys are the only reason why I feel confident enough to make this video, and I just want you guys to know that me starting my Instagram as well as this YouTube has been to not only document my journey through nursing school, but definitely to help you guys through it as well. It is not easy, and I'm glad that we got this. High five. Yeah, we're in this together now. So I posted on my Instagram for you to send me questions, and you guys did, and I'm going to answer those today. So without further ado, let's get into the question. Okay. What do you want to specialize in once you graduate nursing school? And why do you want to be an OB nurse? So those kind of go together. I do want to start out in OB, in the OB area. I want to be a mother-baby nurse as soon as I graduate. I feel like that's going to help me get my foot in the door for NICU or for peds later on. I want to learn like good assessments on baby, and I just want to get the hang of being a nurse first before I really go into anything too specific, as if OB isn't specific, but you know what I mean. I love that mother-baby is a area where there's a lot of teaching to be done on breastfeeding, on safe sleep for baby, on car seats. I just feel like it's a great area if you like to teach, which is something that I do like to do. So mother-baby is for me. I am all about that. When did you find out you wanted to go into nursing, or like how did I know it was right for me? So this story kind of starts in high school, actually way sooner, when I was a girl. If anyone cut themselves like I just did this morning, struggle bus, I would be the type of girl to be like, here's a Band-Aid, here's some Neosporin. Like, I remember holding pressure to my brother's chin when he had to get stitches after he fell off his bike. Like, I wanted to be there for someone's immediate health needs. And so as a girl, I was like, doctor, I want to be a doctor, because that's, you know, the first thing that we all like know about when we're kids is medical is pretty much doctor. So wanted to do that, but then as I grew older, to be quite honest, I never thought I was intelligent enough to be a doctor, which is so stupid because nurses are so intelligent. Like, we are the eyes and ears of the hospital. We are the ones to tell if something is going wrong, if a patient is deteriorating. Like, their life is totally also just as much in our hands as it is in the doctor's. So that was dumb of me to ever think, but that's honestly what I thought. And then as I got into college, I was like, well, I'm too dumb to be a doctor, so here we go, gonna go be a nurse. Like I said, the stupidest thing I could have ever said. In retrospect, I hate myself for saying that. But went into nursing school with that mentality, just that I was gonna do my best, that I was gonna kill it. And when I was at my first clinical, I was shocked at how much nurses actually do. Like, I had no idea when I was going into it that the nurses literally do everything. Like, everything. I don't think I even saw a doctor until like one of my last clinicals in fundamentals or foundation. So after I watched the nurses like give the meds, like take care of the patient, establish relationships, monitor changes, be there for them throughout the whole day, watch them heal, watch them get better, watch them to be discharged. I knew, like, this is something I want to do, because you are actually in the trenches, if you will, with these people on the worst days of their life. So that's when I knew that it was for me, is when I actually went to clinical. And before that, I just knew I wanted to do something in the healthcare field. So that is my response to that one. How do you deal with stress? I am still learning to deal with stress. I think everyone is always in the process of learning to deal with stress. What I usually do is I try to plan my day. I have the Erin Condren planner I love this thing. You guys have seen it on my Instagram. If I do not plan what I'm doing, I feel a lot of stress because I don't know if I'm going to have the time to get everything figured out and done. But when I plan, I can like physically see all the time where I'm going to be studying, and it makes me feel more calm because I know I have the time to get done what I need to get done. Like, I know that I'm going to be able to accomplish everything because it's scheduled, and so it's going to get done. So that makes me feel calm as well, because when I am hanging out with my friends or doing something that isn't studying, I know, well, I have time to do this right now. I have time to be hanging out with my friends, and I have time to be studying. So definitely getting a planner and organizing your day in your weeks is going to help reduce your level of stress. At least it does mine. Other things that I do to relieve my stress, I have a diffuser, an oil diffuser, candles, take a bath, watch Netflix, like do something for yourself, do something that you enjoy and that you like, and usually that helps me relax and de-stress. And also hanging out with my friends, with my boyfriend, all of those things are ways that I unplug from school and try to distress. Do you ever get jealous of your boyfriend that he is ahead in nursing school? Because that's my situation. Girl, I feel you, okay? I can't say that I've always been jealous of him because, to be fair, he works so hard for everything that he does, and he graduated magna cum laude, like he's a genius. I'll insert a picture of him here. Isn't he cute? But I definitely understand what you mean. I remember one case in particular. I had just started one of the hardest levels that I think in nursing school exists, and he was in the last level of nursing school, and I had just gotten a B on my first test of the whole semester, and I was crushed. And I'm not saying B's are bad, but I don't think I'd made a B up until that point, so I was very upset. And he actually just crushed one of his first tests of his last semester of nursing. So he's in like critical care, med-surg 3, whatever you guys call that class, and he got an email from his professor about how good he was doing, saying that he's been killing it since his first day in nursing school. And when he read me that email, I know it had nothing to do with me, but it felt like a kick in my stomach, because it was like, you're doing your best and you did this much, and he does his best obviously, but he gets the recognition that I think that I was craving. So if you're doing things for recognition, just know, like, it's not going to come from other people, and when it does, it's not going to be what you expect it to be. I don't know if that's your situation, but try to stay positive. Try to use the fact that he's been through the level to your advantage, and ask him, like, what sort of things you need to focus on, the textbook, the notes, like, just try to get out of it what you can, and try to be happy for him as well, because nursing school is definitely hard, and you're lucky that you guys can both understand your struggle. So that's your best confidant, that's your best resource. So use him to your full advantage and try to be happy for him, even though I know that sometimes it can be kind of hard. Or how to handle feeling unwanted in the clinical area. I am so sorry that you feel this way. I have definitely felt that way before as well, so I know that there are nurses out there who don't exactly want you. And your clinical instructor's like, hey, you have a student, and they're like, and no thanks, you know? But what I recommend and what I usually do is that once I can tell that they don't really want me there, or they're having a really busy day, whenever I get a moment, I just say, hey, like, I know you're having a really busy morning, but I'm just here to help. If you need to delegate anything to me, like, I will be happy to do it. I'm just here to learn from you. Something like that sort of shows them that you're on their side, that you're not there to be a distraction or to, like, goof off or to not be helpful. So just show them that you're genuinely interested in learning and that you're just there to help. And otherwise, just keep your head down and try to tough it out. If it gets too hard, I definitely recommend talking to your clinical instructor, because they should be able to switch you out if things get really, really bad. So I'm sorry that we have to deal with this, but it's just a part, I guess, of nursing, although it shouldn't be. Everyone should be really nice, but if you do encounter those types of nurses, just try not to let it affect you if they're in a bad mood. Just try to learn and do your best. Motivation to stay motivated. Nursing school is hard, so you obviously need motivation. When I need motivation, honestly, I use my Instagram. I follow so many wonderful accounts that really help me realize that I'm not the only one busting my butt to study. I'm not the only one who is out here trying to be a nurse tech or to study hard or to do internships and hours and all this stuff. Like, there's literally so much stuff, and following other accounts really makes me realize that I'm not alone in that, and that helps me stay motivated, helps me realize that when I'm not studying and someone else is, that I probably should be. And the comparison game can also be dangerous, but usually other people help me stay motivated, and also knowing that it's possible to do well. Like we mentioned, my boyfriend, actually seeing him excel in nursing school really made me realize that if I put in the same amount of time, same amount of effort, I can also be successful. So just surround yourself with other successful people and try to use that to your advantage to be your motivation, as well as maybe posting pictures on like a board, like have an inspiration board or like stuff like that can help, I guess. How do you balance your relationship in school? This is a hard one. I still have to figure this out every semester because the classes change, my schedule changes, everything is different. But I would definitely say that planning, like we mentioned earlier, is a great way to know what time you're supposed to be studying and what time you're free. If you also have a schedule, actually, a really great, this is not sponsored by anyone, obviously, but if you have the app Cozy, it's spelled C-O-Z-I, like this. If that'll, no, it won't focus. Okay, well, Cozy, in the App Store, you can actually type in your schedule, what times it's like a schedule app, and you can type in your schedule, and also your boyfriend or significant other can download the schedule as well, and they can like type in their time, so you see like when they're doing stuff and when you're doing stuff, and it really just shows you what time that each other are free. And I feel like that's a really good idea for couples to use because you can know like, oh, she's studying from this time to this time, but after 6 we're gonna go grab dinner, or at 7 we're gonna watch a movie or something like that. So like you can sort of tell what the other person is doing and how to schedule around them. So I think that that's a great idea, a great resource. Just keep the communication open about when you really have to study, and be honest with yourself as well, because I'm the type of person to be like, I'll be fine, let me go hang out with my boyfriend. But make sure that you keep school a priority, and make sure that you've talked to them about how much you need to study, and hopefully they can be respectful of it and you guys can have fun whenever you're not studying. So definitely time management and scheduling is how I try to manage the both of them. So I got questions related to being a pre-nursing student or how to apply to the program, and my best advice for pre-nursing students is to focus where you're at. So if you are doing your prerequisites, kill those prerequisites, focus on your A&P, focus on your chemistry. Don't let those gen eds just slip by. Use those to your advantage. In my case, I focused a lot on my sciences and not as much on my histories, my art, like PE, religion. I go to private school, so I need religion. So those classes I did not do so well in. Like, I got a couple B's in there, and now that I'm in nursing school, I'm busting my butt to make A's, and I wish that I would have cared about all of my classes from the very beginning, because my GPA will be the way it is because of my gen eds and not because of my nursing classes. So you do not want that to be you. So focus on where you're at, practice the diligence, practice the time management from the very beginning, and you will be very surprised at how much easier that transition is if you give everything you're doing your best shot. Practice what your study style is, like figure that out early and use that to your advantage in your prerequisite years and carry that with you into nursing. Somebody asked about a nose ring as well, if they should wear it to an interview. I would say if you have any doubt whatsoever to not, because you don't want to seem like you're unprofessional or that you don't care about your appearance. I'm not saying that's necessarily the case, but some people might find that unprofessional. I'm not even sure that you can wear it in the hospital setting. So just, if you have any doubt, just take it out for your interview. In terms of other interview tips, just dress professionally, be yourself, and look up answers to interview questions, like, for example, what are your 3 biggest weaknesses? What are your 3 biggest strengths? Why do you want to be a nurse? That sort of thing. If you've overcome any challenges and how you overcame them. Those are really popular questions. So just have answers to those so that when you go into that interview, you nail it. So if you made it this far in the video, give yourself a pat on the back. You did it. If I didn't get to your question, it's probably because I felt that I could make a whole separate video based on the question. So go ahead and leave a comment below on which one you want to see first. Whichever has like the most comments or the most thumbs up, I will probably start there in terms of filming. So whether that's a day in the life, how to study for A&P, how to study for med-surg, studying tips / time management tips, leave those below and I will totally start there. I am still in school though, so I'm going to try to get these videos up, but my grades are obviously my priority. So thank you guys for understanding, and again for liking and supporting my video and channel. If you haven't already, subscribe, and I love you guys so much. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.